Okay, welcome to the Tuesday night Team Ignite the Fire team call. This is where each week we get together, same time, same place, same bat channel, where we recognize our teammates who did very well this week, welcome new people, learn about different announcements, things that are coming up, and of course we always have like a presentation on something that's going to help your business. I am Sarah Colcalsure. I joined in June of 2013 as a discount coach. I didn't start working the business though until August of 2013. I am an Emerald coach, which means I have at least two people, one person on my left and one person on my right. I know that probably doesn't make sense to the guests, but you can always ask the coach that brought you in what exactly Emerald means. It's really easy to get to. Like I said, it's just at least two coaches underneath you. I do work full-time as a nurse. I also work occasionally at another job, and of course I do my coaching. I'm married, no kids, no pets, but we love to travel. That's what our passion is, and that's what we get to do. Okay, for top sales this week, there's Ashley, Griselda, and Jamie. That means the three of them, they sold the most product this week between Shakeology and Challenge Packs, which is a program and Shakeology combo. Also a variety of other products that we have in the back office too. But these are the three amigos that did the best for this week. And of course, Miss Ashley, she just made Diamond. We've had a couple Diamond runs this past month. But Diamond is another rank. It's higher than Emerald. It means that you have 10 coaches, at least 10 coaches underneath you. Two of those people are Emerald. So like I said, I'm Emerald. She has at least two Emerald people underneath her, plus 6 other coaches underneath her, 8 other coaches underneath her. She's just been on fire, doing well. She's going to be one of our big stars in the Beachbody Corporation, so make sure you keep your ear out for her name. And congrats to our 500 Club coaches. The 500 Club coaches means that they have brought in 500 personal volume points this past week, which what that means, or this is for March of 2014, sorry. That means everything that we sell has a point value to it. So all like the Shakeology has like 90 points. And then like the challenge packs that we sell, like I said, is the program, and the Shakeology has a point value associated with it. So these coaches brought in 500 points each, which is very awesome. And we have a lot of people that did that. And then, of course, we have our 1,000 club coaches for March, and these people brought in 1,000 points, at least 1,000 points. So no small feat there. So congratulations to those guys. And, of course, our Success Club board. Success Club means that you have, for every Shakeology home direct order, you get 1 point. For every challenge pack, you get 2 points. So as you can see, the SC is Success Club. So there's 3, 2, and 1 on the board right now. Of course, it's the beginning of the month. So if you caught us at the end of the month, this board would be full. There'd be people with 5, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20 points, wide range. The minimum that you want to get to is Success Club 5, and of course the sky's the limit. There's coaches in the organization who have had like 130 Success Club points in a month and 200 and something. So don't just think that, oh, okay, you get to 10 or whatever that you're done. There's no limit to what you can get. And making Success Club, if you make it every month for a year, then you get in what's called Success Club All-Stars. And they have a party at Summit for you and everybody else, not just you, but everybody else who has made Success Club All-Stars. And there's also gifts that Beachbody does sometimes for the months if you make Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. Amber does some contest and with Success Club. So it's fun. It just means that you're working your business and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Registered for Summit. This is our big list of people who are going to Summit. Now, Summit is Beachbody's annual conference that they have. This year it's in Vegas. And it's our big conference where we get to meet each other. We meet the trainers in the programs like Sean T and Shalene Johnson. Of course, Carl Deichler and everybody's going to be there. You learn more about products, new products that are coming out. You do personal development, training. It's just a big fun event. They have parties for your diamond coaches, for your elite coaches. Very great for a company to put this on. It's just like any other expo or symposium that other companies have also. But this is something that if you're new, if you're brand new to coaching, or if you're also a guest and you're thinking about signing up and all that, you can still go to Summit. There's still tickets and all that available. There's some rooms available too, but this is something, this is definitely something that you want to go to next year. If you can't come this year, make this, put this on your radar for next year, because this is something that you're just not going to want to miss, because the momentum and the excitement from the coaches that go in June and come back, their business just explodes because you're ready to go and you've learned so much, and it's just a great event. And of course, here are our new coaches that we brought in this past week. So all you new guests, hopefully we'll see your name on the board next week. Just a few announcements. The Getting Started Right call will be this Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's usually different from our normal time, but Jamie Maddock is going to be running the call. So if you have coaches, if you have new coaches, make sure that they get on this call. They'll be going over the 7-day quick start, and Coach Basics will start that following Monday. So make sure your coaches are signed up for Coach Basics. Guest Coach Basics is our training class, 30-day training class for to give you the basics that you need to run your business. There's a couple other classes we have after that for people who really want to take it to the next level. But basically, the 30 days in this class will give you everything that you need to know in order to get your business going. It's online, of course. You have 2 assignments a day. I usually watch a video and comment. But it is so much information and is perfect. If you're, don't think that you're going to be doing this alone and that you're just going to sign up and not have any training. This is our formal training class that we have. And of course, Super Saturday is the 12th, is on Saturday. What that is 4 times a year, Beachbody has these events where people host all over the country, in Canada, in Puerto Rico, where you learn about different product. It's like a very mini. It's like, 3 hours, like of a summit thing. You learn about new things that are coming out. You have speakers. I know Shalene Johnson talked at the last one when she was out in California. The one that I'm going to, they're going to have a couple speakers on like finding your brand and like how to run a challenge, running challenge groups. Sometimes there's a workout. Last time we had it, we tried the new strawberry Shakeology came out, so they had some sample packets, made that up. Anybody can host a Super Saturday. You just have to have the paperwork in before a deadline. Depending on where you live, there might be a lot to choose from, or there might not be anything. You might have to drive. It's just all dependent upon what kind of presence Beachbody has in your area. Of course, you most typically want to go to the biggest one that you can, just because there's going to be more momentum and you're going to meet people. And it's always nice, though, to meet people in your area who are coaches, and they're probably, more than likely not on your team. But if you do have coaches and they're close to you, proximity-wise, then you should be able to, carpool together and go. It's a great building experience. Like I said, you get to learn more about Beachbody and different people in the organization. And of course, Summit, register, be there. And don't forget, coaches, to tell your guests that we are having a happy hour from 4:30 to 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time on Thursday, where all the leaders will be available to answer any questions that you have at the end of the 3 days with us. So just let them know that it's just going to be an open forum from that time on Facebook where they can get all their questions answered. Okay. The top 10 ways to be a successful coach. This is sort of an homage to David Letterman, since he's going to be leaving the Tonight Show, or the Late Show, the Late Show with David Letterman in 2015. So, top 10. Number 10, less thinking, more doing. We tend to overthink things, or we tend to think, oh, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and you think about it, and you think about it, and you have like a list in your head of things that you need to do, when we actually need to be actually doing stuff. Poop or get off the pot, pretty much is what it is. Just get out there and do it. You're never going to be perfect at it. The longer you take before you start doing it, someone's going to lap you, and you're losing potential clients and potential money. So just get out there and do it. Listen more, talk less. Listen to your client. What are they asking? What are they wanting? Listen to what they're saying, because you might think you know what they want, but you really need to listen in order to figure out what they want. And dare to be different. You need to find something that sets you apart from all the other coaches that are doing this business venture. So what is it that you can bring to the table that is different? It doesn't have to be something extreme. It can just be that one little thing that, like I said, sets you apart and people can relate to you. You need to be friendly. This goes back to the 3 vital behaviors, and invite. Make friends with people so that you do have a wide target audience. But this also goes to making sure that you say hi to people in the morning, ask them questions, get to know people. Don't just say hi and just do the generic in the morning, but just ask them a question like, oh, I like your shirt. Where'd you get that at? Oh, I'm thinking of going somewhere for lunch. Where should we go? Just open up and ask them a question, not just something that they can, the generic answer, that you have. But the more that you do this, the easier it's going to be to talk with people when you're talking to them about coaching, or you're talking to them about doing a challenge group. You don't have to talk to these people in the morning or in the afternoon or wherever, you're at the grocery store, or you're at, in line at CVS, or checking out from, Kohl's. Just start just a random conversation with somebody. The more you do it, the easier it's going to be, and the easier it's going to be for you to talk to somebody, which is the easier it's going to be for you to run your business. Being realistic. Now, I know we all have dreams, and I'm not saying don't dream big or anything like that, but don't think that you're going to start off in this business and be like killing it in the first, 3 months, and being able to, quit your job and buy your Bentley and, start shopping for yachts. That's, you're going to have to put some time and effort into it to get your business going. So I say be realistic. That's what I think some people do, is they have big hopes and dreams, but they don't know, 1, how to get there, and 2, they don't want to put the time into it to get there, because they think that this is just something that is going to work itself, and you're going to be able to sit back and you're just going to watch the checks roll in. You do have to put some time and effort into it. The time and effort is relative to what your paycheck's going to look like too. But just be realistic. Be realistic with your goals. Be realistic with what you want to make, and be realistic with what you're doing to make those realities come true. Having patience. This is, I think, one of the, of course, it's number 5, so it's a little bit more important. You're going to get people who reach out to you, and you reach out to them, you don't hear from them. You're going to have people who you're doing a dialogue, and then all of a sudden, like, they drop off the face of the earth. You're going to have people who say, yeah, I want to do coaching, I want to do stuff, and you're like, hey, let me call you. And they're like, okay, and you call them and they don't answer. You're going to have people that you give all the stuff, they're like, yeah, I'm going to sign up, and you give them the stuff, and they don't sign up. And then they like drop off the face of the earth. You just don't take it so personal. It's just not their time. I mean, we all have situations where it just wasn't our time. What made you decide to join and be a coach when you did? Was that the first time you ever heard about being healthy and exercising? I doubt it. We all know that in order to like lead a healthy lifestyle and all that, you need to work out and eat healthy. Duh. I mean, granted, this business is, putting everything together and has a lot more components to it, but I'm sure before you had friends or whatever, they were trying to get you healthy, or things that you thought about that you've tried that you just knew, and you just weren't ready at the time. So just remember, everybody is at a different place. So just be patient and relax and just be there when they're ready. Prioritize your time. This one is super important because you have a lot of things going on. I don't know anybody who could say, I don't have anything going on. I have anything else to do besides, sit and organize my sock drawer. But you need to be able to also look at what you're doing, your tasks, and realize that you're not going to get through everything. And you also have to be able to accept that you're not going to get through everything. You need to look at your to-do list and pick out your top priorities and focus on those. Because like I said, your to-do list is going to be a never-ending to-do list. And if you just look at that and think and get overwhelmed, then you're never going to start that, which then your business is going to suffer. And then you're going to get frustrated because your business isn't, your reality is not, you're not being realistic. So be able to prioritize your time, cut out those extra things, maybe that hour of TV at night. I know that I have cut out a lot of like the Real Housewives stuff. I used to love that. I don't have time for that. No one got time for that anymore, I'll tell you that. But it's just prioritizing your time. What, is important to you now that you can do to get your business going. And of that time, you're not going to get it all done. So make sure you pick your top activities that are going to make you the most money and focus on those. And of course, live by your actions. Work out and drink your Shakeology. You use your product. You can't expect somebody else to do what you're saying to do if you're not doing it yourself. It's just sort of like a car salesman. You don't go to, if you're a car salesman, you go to Volkswagen and they're driving, a Chevy. Well, why aren't they driving a Volkswagen? So sort of like your coaching. If you're not doing it too, then you can't expect them to do it. Use your team. Make sure you use your coach. And of course, there's, plenty of people in the group. Reach out to somebody. Most people like that I've reached out to, have been very helpful. Sometimes, people are busy. Number 4, prioritize your time. Sometimes you're not going to be their priority. But for the most part, depending on how much time you have and you need from them, reach out to your teammates, from Team Ignite the Fire or whatever team. I know there's some other coaches that have their own little teams also that they're building. So just reach out to other people and ask them for their opinion. Don't think you have to go through this alone or that you're the only person that has this question, because more than likely If you have it, so do probably about 10 or 20 other people. Post in the group. Don't be afraid to speak up and to ask for help, because we all started somewhere, and we've probably had those questions too. And the number one thing is to continue to improve yourself, which is your personal development. That's probably the most important thing, because in order to help people in their transformation and getting to help them lose weight, and to become better, you yourself need to become better, and you need to learn about yourself and identify what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, and how to capitalize on those strengths and to improve your weaknesses. And when you do that, you will see that your business will benefit tenfold, plus your relationships around you also will benefit. And if you're happy and you're content and you're satisfied with yourself, then that's going to come through. And your challengers are going to see that, and your coaches are going to see that, and they're going to want to be part of that. So don't discount, that 10 minutes a day. It is very important to keep doing that in order to be successful. So that is my top 10 ways to be a successful coach. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment on this link, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.